to start this episode with a question. Imagine you have a friend, someone you're supposed to spend 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and 365 days a year with. This person is always around, and there's no option to escape their company. Now, if you really like this person and you love being around them, how does your life look like? And if you hate this person, constantly criticize them and judge them, how does your life look like then? The answers are obvious, right? When you love this person and you treat them well, life feels beautiful, supportive, filled with joy. But if you hate this person and criticize them, life feels heavy, draining, and miserable. So, who is this person? Isn't this you yourself? You are the friend who will stay by your side 24/7, 365 days a year. And this is only one of the reasons why your relationship with yourself is the most important one. So you have a choice. Do you want to make life beautiful by having a good relationship with this lifelong companion? Or do you want to make it miserable by staying disconnected or hating this person? The choice is absolutely yours. And today's conversation is about one of the ways that we can start to have a connection with ourselves. And in my experience, the most powerful and the most transformative way to do that is with mirror work. And hold on, if this scares you, if this makes you uncomfortable, you probably need it the most. So stay with me. This is a safe space and you are held throughout. We look at the mirror almost every day while getting ready, brushing our teeth, or just checking how our face looks. But how often do we really look at ourselves? I mean, really, really look. Looking beyond the surface, beyond the hair, the clothes, or the tired eyes. But to look at the person standing in front of you. And yet, despite all of the time we spend with our reflection, so many of us feel deeply disconnected from ourselves. And this disconnection shows up as this constant fog around what we want, or even making simple decisions like what to eat, what to wear. They feel impossible because we don't know what our needs are. And this reminds me of the first time that I was introduced to mirror work. And I was told to stand in front of the mirror and say these three sentences. So the sentences were: Aditi, I am proud of you for inserting something that I'm really proud of myself for. The second one was: Aditi, I forgive you for inserting something big or small that I want to forgive myself about, or that I've been holding a resentment against myself for. And the last one being: Aditi, I commit to you that, again, inserting something that I want to do today as a commitment to myself. But before I even got started with these sentences, I just went and stood in front of the mirror and just looked at myself and like really, really looked. And tears just started flowing down. And I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know what I was feeling. I was just crying. It was probably because I just felt connected to myself for the very first time in 20 years of my life. And for the very first time, I actually saw the person that I have been living my life with for all these years. And there was something deeply moving and deeply profound about this whole experience. Of course, the sentences helped as well. Looking at yourself and talking out aloud like you would talk to a real person, like you would talk to your friend or your mother, is just so deeply powerful. And since then, the more I stood in front of the mirror and spoke to myself and really looked at myself, the more I started feeling connected with myself. The more I started understanding what I wanted, what I didn't want, how I was feeling, what I wanted to eat, what I wanted to wear, where do I wanted to go. I was able to make decisions for myself because I started understanding who I am and what do I want, right? And this might sound so simple and so basic, but it is actually really, really life changing to be able to have a deep, profound connection and relationship with yourself. And since then, this is a huge way that I use to connect with myself and keep building this relationship with myself. And like just like you would want to nurture and build and give to any other relationship, whether it's mom, dad, your partner, or a friend, you will also have to keep nurturing and caring for this relationship that you have with yourself. So now every time I feel like I'm having a super hard time, I'm just not able to deal with something that's going on in my life, I will just go in front of the mirror and just talk to myself in the same way that I would talk to a friend who's going through a hard time. Just a very normal, casual, candid conversation, something like, you got this, it's okay. Or it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to feel whatever you're feeling, but you got this. I'm right here. I'm right next to you. And what, no matter what you say, just giving that acknowledgement to yourself that, I'm right there and you're not in this alone, that connection with yourself makes a lot of difference. So, and in fact, it's not even just about times where life's hard, but even if I'm just about to facilitate a workshop or record a course, I'll probably just go in the mirror, have this conversation with myself. You got this, and you're about to do something so amazing, so transformative, and you're going to do a great job, and I'm so proud of you already. And this just fuels my confidence and really helps me perform much better in the workshop or in the course or wherever it is that I'm going. And something very interesting is that it's only us adults who find this weird and cringe and silly, right? You would be probably thinking that, who's going to go in front of the mirror and talk to myself? I mean, that's just so silly. What are you talking about? But kids do it so effortlessly. Kids are amazing at it. They will, in fact, go in front of the mirror and kiss themselves because they are so full of self love. The conditioning of society and the negative self talk has not hit them yet, and they are absolutely comfortable showing love to themselves. But when we grow up, everything changes. But why can't we do this as adults as well? Why can't we have that connection with ourselves, give ourselves that love and that boost of confidence that we probably so deeply crave? So I'm inviting you to try this today, even if it's just for a minute. Stand in front of the mirror, look into your eyes, and just look. Even if you feel like you can't find anything nice to say, that's okay. Just you can start with something like, I'm willing to like you. Or just stand in the mirror, look into your eyes, look at the person standing in front of you. Because sometimes just showing up, being present is more than enough. By the way, I've also created a recorded track for everyone who wants to try mirror work but doesn't know what to say. Because I have friends and I keep telling them to try mirror work because they come to me with this feeling of, I can't connect with myself. And when I tell them to do mirror work, the most common response is, okay, but what do I say? What do I say to myself? Like, it's so weird to talk to yourself for some reason. But so because of that, I created this track. It's available in the link in the show notes. It's just a track on YouTube. You can just put your phones, play it, stand in front of the mirror, and everything will take care of itself. Mirror work changes everything. I've seen mirror work change lives, not just mine, but for all those people that I've worked with as well. It's like opening a door to a deeper relationship with yourself. And when you change your relationship with yourself, everything else in your life begins to shift as well. Because your money, your relationships, your success, all of it is just a mirror of your relationship with yourself. Though that's a topic for next time, about how everything in your external world is just a mirror. It's a super interesting topic, but we'll get to it in some other episode. So thank you for joining me today, and I hope this conversation sparked something and encouraged you to pursue a deeper connection with yourself. If you do try mirror work, I'd love to hear about your experience, so feel free to message me on Instagram or Facebook. And if this episode resonated with you, please share it with someone who needs to hear this. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss upcoming episodes. Thank you.